go again. All my routes are better? I mean, 100%. I mean, the routes for... I mean, the other routes, I did not come up with the routes for this category, for example. The route for this category was done by Shaden. Or, like... I'm pretty sure he was definitely the first guy to use the route we are currently using.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to? What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
No, would you?
Of course.
This once, yeah. Stop.
I've got what I need.
But yeah, I mean, if you can afford a PS4 to play Horizon, then do it. If you don't feel like waiting for PC. Especially because PC version probably is gonna get delayed. Or, at the very least, it's probably coming very late in the summer with how things are. Which is perfectly fine for me. I would prefer that. So I have time to get a PC. Or a good enough PC. Other games are available as well, that is very true. You would be a fool to buy a PS4 for just one game. When there's so many other great games. And Horizon Zero Dawn is still dirt cheap on PlayStation Store right now. Because there's a spring sale going on right now where I saw the complete edition. It's like it's... I don't know what it is in USD, but it's like really cheap in Danish. So it's like 1/6 the price of a new game, so... Also, I was looking yesterday, I couldn't find where you get the Uncharted collection for free. Has anybody been able to figure that out? Because I didn't see anything on the PlayStation Store yesterday. Maybe it wasn't updated when I looked, but I could not find where you get Uncharted for free.
Get down from there. Bad enough you're drunk. Why do you have to go climbing houses? You'll have to tell.
Couldn't find it today either. Have we been scammed? Sony been scamming us? Or is it one of those dumb things where you have to go to a website to get it? Hope not.
She got any.
I mean, to be fair, if it wasn't because the games were free, I wouldn't really be interested either. It's just because they're free, I might as well get them and try playing them again. Perhaps I enjoy them more these days than I did back in the PS3 era.
I have some questions for him. Oh, so this is cute. Oh, you know, but I all you. Oh.
Okay, I'll check out the PlayStation Store website then. I really hope it's not a North American only thing, because that has happened before with some free games. And if that's the case, I'm gonna be pissed.
He was behind me.
North American only, my ass.
No way but forward now.
Oh well, if you just go to the website, I guess that's fine. I just thought you would be able to do it from the PS4. Because that's easier.
Stop dragging.
But then again, going to the PlayStation Store on PC is not that much of an hassle either.
Is she crazy? Good. I'm gaining.
Look! The outcast is catching up!
How can I get up there? I've trained my whole life for this. We had a try, but I had the wilds.
Too many of them! We can't win! For All Mother!
I know, the PC Store is actually a lot easier to navigate. That is very true.
They can't coming! How many are there?
But most of the time when I'm looking for games, I'm usually already on the PS4, so it's like... But yeah, the PS4 store on PlayStation itself is really bad. Can be hard to navigate sometimes. Or find what you're looking for. That's a really good proving.
They must have found me.
Yeah, I prefer having my games on disc, but
I'm picking up
more and more I will say I have started to buy games digitally.
there. With Earth? Are you saying I was born here?
Especially if I want to speedrun something, I'm definitely gonna get the disc version so I can downpatch. Even though in Horizon it doesn't matter, because the newest patch is the best patch. But for some games, you know, Last of Us speedruns, for example, you definitely want the disc version.
Daimyo one's mother is safe. Not your fault, of course, but Jet sided with me.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated.
One thing that's really annoying with the store is sometimes you search for something, like a specific game or something, and instead of showing the game, when you search for it, it shows a bunch of DLC first. Why is the game not always listed top when you search for things on the store? It's so dumb. Because if you search for a game that has a lot of DLC or microtransactions or something, those will always appear on top instead of the actual game. Like, I feel like the game should always appear first when you search. And that's such a dumb thing on the PlayStation Store.
As though she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
At least on the PC version, I'm pretty sure the game only shows up when you search for it.
And loose you to follow the destiny All Mother intended for you. The other High Matriarchs are waiting for us. Still keeping no yet. If any
Yeah, exactly.
No faithful. We will
Like, I assume they're not gonna change it on PS4, but I really hope some of the, like, the store is overhauled for the PS5. Well, basically, just a lot of the user interface stuff is improved on PS5. It's not just the store, there are other things on the PS4 that's definitely should be upgraded, but I assume they're just gonna do it for PS5.
Ignore her.
I need.
You, but
If you or do
I-
and
ready yourself.
Oh well, at least it's a lot better than PS3, because that was even worse. Really?
Attack!
Wow.
Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
It's down!
I can't.
But
I know.
Well, didn't lose that much time even though I didn't get it. Must have had a fast cursor.
it worked. It's not hostile.
Watch
Striders,
yourself!
fast!
Bring it closer! Am I?
No. If isn't I should
The war you might.
I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably
You cannot change your country? Yeah, that can be a little annoying too.
whole life. All of it we embraced. The world just got bigger.
But that has never really been that big of an issue for me. The only time I ever remember really wanting something from like the North American PlayStation Store was when Ratchet Gladiator got remastered for PS3. And for some reason that game came only to North America for like the first 6 months. Or something, like it was something dumb like that. So I had to get a North American PlayStation account to buy that game. Because I didn't want to wait. I wanted it now.
My focus is picking up some
That's the only time I remember doing that. Because the game came out in North America like 6 months earlier for some dumb reason. I don't even know if there actually was a reason for that. I just remember it was really dumb. But I know a lot of people do that for Japanese or Korean or Chinese games. They create an account in that country in order to buy games that come out in Japan way earlier than they do in the West. I know a lot of people that are really into JRPGs do that. Because a lot of JRPGs come out in Japan way before they come to the West. So it's the only way to get them. That was a waste of money. Yeah, that sounds like it wasn't worth it. Like buying an entire console for it.
There's a signal here.
Yeah, exactly. So you just buy the game on that account, but then play it on your actual main account. Like you wouldn't need. So you could just have a Japanese account, download whatever JRPG you want, and then play it on your main account. At least that's a possibility. But the good thing is, most games that come to North America or Europe, usually they come out on the exact same day in North America and Europe these days, so it's, you know, it's not really an issue anymore, at least for me. Because I'm not really into Japanese games, but if you're into Japanese games, it's still a bit of an issue having to use Chinese accounts. What is wrong with the first corrupted zone lately? I've been messing it up so much. No problem, we took. See you later, Etsu. Like, could you imagine if Final Fantasy VII Remake came out like a month early or sometimes even more. Imagine if it had done that in Japan. The outrage would be huge. And I wonder how many people are not aware you could just have a Japanese account to circumvent that. The only issue then is you won't be able to get an English version, of course. There would only be a Japanese version, but people that are very into Japanese games enough to, you know, create separate accounts for them, usually they don't mind playing games in Japanese. I was hoping I could get 2 for 1 there, but they weren't close enough to each other. Oh yeah, that's an issue, but there are ways around that. The way around that is you can buy like Japanese PlayStation gift cards. You can buy those over the internet. Like I said, you have to be a huge fan of those type of games in order to be willing to do that, but some people are, you know. Can you stand still, you big fuck? Hey, 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 hey.
West to Meridian.
Well, only 10 seconds, man, I guess. I would consider doing a HUDless run. HUD wouldn't really change that much. I could do it, but it wouldn't really change the run that much. The only reason why I have it turned on when I speedrun is, you know, so I always know what I have in my quick menu, what my weapon are at the moment, and if it's reloaded. And not so much in New Game Plus runs, but in any percent runs, it's also nice to see how much health and medicine you have available at any time. Because you plan stuff out while you go from A to B, so you look at those things during the run. But not having the HUD wouldn't really change much. It would just make certain things a little bit more annoying, but the run wouldn't look that much different. I just feel like it wouldn't look different enough for it to be interesting. Inverted controls? No. I do not want to do that. Fuck that. Screw that idea. I forgot, what is softpaw claw again? How long have I been grinding for sub 156? Probably since I got home from ESA Winter, I think is when I started. Which was late February. And I got one PB about a month ago, which is the one I'm running against now. The 156.14. But that's the only PB I've gotten in this time. I've kind of been on a PB drought lately. But, you know, that tends to be the case when you're optimizing a category. It becomes harder and harder to PB. Yeah, exactly. And margins become smaller and smaller. Less and less mistakes become acceptable, and so on and so forth.
I should report it to the Sun.
And also you have to push yourself more and more, so it's more likely you make mistakes as well.
Ho!
But you know, you also get better and better at the game, so that too. Or you should get better and better at the game. If you don't, then there's an issue, and you should figure out what that problem is.
Somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was...
No thumbs, yeah. If you have no thumbs, don't speedrun PS4 games.
Hey, you over as you there.
How
It's hard.
the
It does, but
No,
but
I don't...
how?
If you have no thumbs, PC gaming might be for you.
Hey, come back. Olin's place is this way.
So many people all talking at once.
That's not the way to Olin's place.
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now. Here we are. Trying not to break anything.
This...
Call it a day, girl. Wasting time.
Look, let's give it... Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now.
Oh yeah, I know what Claw is, I just didn't know what Southpaw is.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
So Southpaw is just a more left-handed controller, I guess?
I'll wait.
Out.
I'm don't look, feel
Red...
Interesting. But no, I don't use Claw Grip. Oh, I'm not a fan of using it. I once tried learning how to use Claw Grip and it hurt my fingers too much. I just didn't want to do it. So instead I just decided to get as good as I could using normal grip. Or whatever you call normal grip. Have I ever used paddles on a controller? Yes, I've tried using that before. Back when I played a lot of Battlefield, I once bought a Scuff controller just to try it out, because at the time I had heard good things about Scuff controllers, but I quickly learned that Scuff controllers are quite shit, so don't ever buy one. So like I bought one and they're like twice as expensive as a regular controller. And I think it broke after like 3 or 4 weeks. So because of that, I've decided to never get third-party controller again. Or at the very least, never buy a Scuff controller again, because they are fucking trash. That's why I would love Sony to make like a first-party pro controller, like Xbox has. I would probably buy that in a heartbeat. If Sony made one. Getting hit by everything here. What the fuck, man?
I promise.
I'm not... What are
They know what you I don't.
Oh yeah, Xbox Elite controller. It's not called Pro controller, it's Elite controller. My bad.
I've heard
Pro controller is the Nintendo thing. That's right. Now, Sony doesn't have anything official controller-wise other than their standard one. I think they have something for, you know, more handicap-friendly controllers, if I'm not remembering wrong there. But no, they don't have anything like an Elite controller, which really sucks. So that's also a thing I've been thinking about when Horizon comes out on PC. If I found out that I probably still want to keep playing the game with a controller, I might invest in an Xbox Elite controller and just play the game with that on PC. Of course, that's only if mouse and keyboard doesn't work that well. Or if I don't like mouse and keyboard. Then I might get a Elite controller. That was a bit hectic, but good fight.
Come on.
Yeah, they got add-ons and stuff, but they look really shitty. I don't want to use any of that. I want a controller that's purposely built for it. Like the Elite controller. Because everything I've heard about the Xbox Elite controller is really good. So yes, it is expensive, but it seems like it's definitely worth it if you like using controllers. Or especially like play video games at a high level and want to use a controller. And it seems definitely worth it. It's just a shame Sony doesn't have that. Even though it probably will be a bit of heresy to use an Xbox controller to play Horizon Zero Dawn, but oh well, that's Sony's own fault for not having an Elite controller, I guess. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What? How the fuck did that miss?
What's that?
Wow.
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
I feel like those should definitely have hit. It's probably like a pixel off or something. Stupid like that. Just feel like those shots I got robbed of those, but oh well, whatever.
Vanguard weapons. There's no blood on them. Versus men didn't fight back. Those rocks are shattered.
Yeah, ambush can be frustrating.
Something I've never seen before.
Ah, yeah.
What are those
Oh, lately it's been kind of frustrating, I guess.
cut with a knife? And a rock.
If it goes well, it's very nice, but sometimes it's just like...
Looks like you could mount some equipment.
To be fair, that guy that comes down the zipline, it is kind of a blind shot on him, because you can't really see where he is. You can only see the circle above his head. So that's why it's easy to miss him, I guess, but... Oh, I actually didn't lose that much time. Why am I complaining? Can somebody answer me that? Why am I complaining when I'm only losing like a second? Apparently I have no perception of time. Because I felt like it was way worse than it actually was. I'm a grasshopper. Grasshopper. That's a new one. Perfectionist. That's one thing I am when it comes to video game stuff, now. The other things where I'm definitely not a perfectionist. Oh well, whatever. I should just stop complaining and actually play the game. I don't know why I'm so on the edge today. I don't know, I'm just anxious to get that 155, I guess. It's been so long. I'm just anxious to get a PB. I mean, I would even take just a PB. I just want something. You know, a sense of progression. Isn't Ant really that fast? 156.13, sure. I'll take it. If this run is a 156.13, I'll take it. Just a slight sense of progression would be nice. Is an ant actually that fast? Because they don't look that fast. I would think they are a lot faster insects than an ant. What is the fastest animal? That's a leopard, right? Well, a leopard is the one that has the highest top speed, right? Of land animals.
Go on. What do you know about it?
Or cheetah. Yeah, it's a cheetah, not a leopard. Or isn't a leopard a form of cheetah? Think about it. Like, at the very least, they're like the same family, I think. Compared to the size, they're slow. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I know that falcon thing is the fastest bird. Or flying animal. Good skip. Those two guys had to hide. Still a decent fight, but those guys hiding is annoying. Whatever.
Hey!
What is the fastest, like, sea animal or fish, whatever you call it? What's the fastest animal in the ocean? Is that actually a shark? I'd imagine a shark is probably fast. There's probably some small fish that is like incredibly fast or something. Wouldn't surprise me. Swordfish.
With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Pharaoh leads the world in
I know dolphins, they also look like they're really fast. I don't know if they actually are. Marlin, 132 kilometers. Jesus. Like it's swimming 132? Jesus Christ. That is a fast fish. I guess you wouldn't call it a fish. What is a marlin again?
Plants can find a way to hang on up here. So they made the focus. 25,000 people.
Oh, marlin is a swordfish. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
They made machines and devices. I guess those things
Damn. Imagine getting speared by a swordfish at 132 kilometers an hour. Damn. Wouldn't even spear you, wouldn't it just kind of fly through you? Just leave a gaping hole in the middle of your body. I feel like we're having a very interesting conversation right now.
Snow chill, bitches.
$80, 132. I mean, that's still ridiculously fast, considering it's on water. Damn.
The way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right.
Like, really fast boats don't even go that fast. A lot of them.
Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purge data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
Yes. Like, if you're not using the metric system, what are you doing?
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment.
Being a fat American. Well, you said that, not me.
Your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
You said that.
Perhaps we could have lunch. Brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another phone has been
This
recovered.
isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 50
I don't know, 100 pounds is 45 kilos. That sounds about right.
civilization. We're talking extinction.
Not sure about the exact conversion rate, but it sounds correct.
It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I'll do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robot.
Because isn't the average body weight or whatever, it's like, that's like 180, maybe 175 pounds or something? I don't even know.
A final phone.
Project Zero Dawn.
That wouldn't be absurd in kilos, because that would be like between 70 to 85, I guess,
Nicer
kilos.
way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance.
I feel like most, not just to shit on America, but I feel like the metric system in general just makes
I cannot in good conscience.
makes a lot more sense than
Not a choice, Ted.
American systems.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes,
I think the
General
it's
Air
called the
Force
Imperial
Research
system, right?
Force.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted.
Yeah, it seems like most Americans agree that the metric system is better,
While others get their hands dirty.
but I'm pretty sure a lot of Americans also agree it would be such a hassle to switch at this point.
or but
We think
well, I live great. Someday.
Hey, still sub 40. Let's go. Sub 40 really is becoming the new standard here. Oh yeah, but it's not just teaching, it is also so many signs, and it's also like so many signs and books and text in general. Like, a lot of things would have to be redone. That is done in Imperial units. You would have to change the metric.
I'm still getting a signal from my focus.
I think I also once heard the argument that there's a lot of laws that list specific distances in Imperial units, and if you were to change the definition to metric, you would have to get those laws approved again, due to how the lawmaking system works in general, or something like that. So like, it would actually be quite a huge hassle to redo everything.
Looks like Sona and her braves headed for that ridge.
Is it impossible? No, but it would be a big hassle, and I'm sure there's also some calculation as to how much money it would cost to, you know, make the switch, which is usually what people care about, especially the politicians that would make such a decision. They probably see a very big number and say, yeah, that's too expensive. That would cost us 1/3 of a stealth bomber. We can't afford that.
The killers are just across this ridge, digging the cursed earth. The sin of the ancients is buried in that soil. Corrupter demons.
I know of them. I killed one at Mother's Watch.
Bold claim. I wonder if you'll live up to it.
We can't afford it. It would cut into our military budget. And we all know that ain't happening. Oh. That fight was... I only have myself to blame for that fight. That was a very bad execution on my end there.
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning. And I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Thran, out.
A blaze stuff. I found something. Damn. There's a
blood.
sounds.
But yeah, I'm sure if you Google it, you can probably find find some calculation of how much it would actually cost to switch to a metric system in the US. Because I'm pretty sure it would probably be more expensive than we realize. And to be fair to Americans, probably wouldn't even change that much for Americans. Like, it would make it easier to learn, I guess, because, you know, the metric system is just easier in general, but from on like a day-to-day basis for an American, it probably wouldn't really change anything. So that's why a lot of people probably say it's not worth the money. Hey, Trigger. Small loan of $1 million. Yes. Perhaps that would go a little bit away. Not the best first scan. How are you doing, Trigger, by the way?
Color's changing. Sun's going down.
420 million? Yeah. But I'm sure there's probably also been some scientist or something that would that probably has some sort of estimate as to how much money America lose in general for using the Imperial system. Because I'm sure you could calculate that they're losing money because they're using that system. Because I've had heard that argument as well, that like it also loses you money to use that system compared to what everybody else is using. That's good to hear, Trigger. I mean, it's good to hear you're okay otherwise, is what I meant. Where's the guy? He's over there, so he's gonna be there when the bomb lands. Boom. Perfect. We may lose money, but we gain our independence. That sounds very American. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess the British people still use... I mean, they don't fully use the Imperial system. They kind of use it half and half, I guess. For some things, and other things they don't. Because I know they use miles in the UK. That's why every time you watch Top Gear, even though Top Gear is a funny show, they always talk about how fast a car goes from 0 to 60 instead of a 0 to 100. Independence to die a slow death capitalism. Damn. I mean, I guess capitalism is kind of biting them in the ass now. With the whole situation going on. Are you allowed to post links? Yeah, sure. I mean, feel free. Alright, let's get a good ring of men here. So far, I have yet to have anybody abuse the fact that I allow people to post links. So, for now, links are allowed. Until somebody starts abusing it. Why are they so spread out? Hello? Are you... What is this shit? Oh, there's still a guy back here, because of course. What? What's that? Wow, I mean, I'm surprised I didn't lose more time there. What the hell? Like, all the enemies there were just so far spread out, there was like nobody grouped together. How am I supposed to kill you if you're not grouped together in a convenient place for me to blow you up? Like, blowing people up is just easier when they're grouped together. That's why we have airport security. So why are they not grouped up better in the Ring of Metal? That would help the speedrun. Like, the thing is, I wasn't even fit. Like, the first wave was slow, I get that, but they were still quite far spread out on the first wave. So I don't know. Like, it was just none of the waves when they spawned. They weren't really grouped that well together. It was like, really hard to work with, having to shoot that many bombs. Oh well, the run gets to continue. It's not the greatest run in the world, but, you know, can still easily be turned around. And why do I feel like I'm so full of energy today? Like, what did I do to get this much energy today? Because I feel like I'm talking a lot faster than I normally am. Coke is one hell of a drug. Yeah, but it's not that. I did not take Coke. Just FYI. Never done, never will. I just feel like I'm speaking a lot faster today. What the hell? Oh well, hopefully it means I'm gonna play a little better. Just get a good second half for this run. Need a good Gravehorde as well. Of course. Can't take Gravehorde for granted. No problem.
Try scanning objects in this area. 3 power lines, no source. That makes 1. That's 2. 1 more.
Yeah, good idea, Ezio. If you want to have an opinion on it. I mean, Fallout 76 is still a thing, I guess. I would really like to know how many people are legitimately playing that game. And I'm pretty sure that number is going to be a lot higher than what I think it is. Which is kind of the scary part. I guess you could get the Steam number of how many people play. No, wait, it's not even on Steam, is it? Yeah, I think Bethesda has their own launcher now on PC as well, so you can't even see Steam numbers. So I was about to say, you could probably check Steam numbers for PC. But I think it's only on Bethesda's. What the fuck? How the fuck did that hit? Holy shit. Oh my god. That was a bad fight, but the way I came back, or like the backup strats, call it what you want, went really well. Just blindly lobbing the bomb towards the staircase there, where the guy in the background was. Nice. Did not expect that to hit. That was one of those really, really good shots. Not a terrible fight either, it's just... I messed up the beginning there, I couldn't switch to my... or my bomb didn't fire and confused myself a little bit. Oh, you actually bought 76? My thoughts and prayers go out to you, Ezio. I know you haven't played the game, but still. Imagine having spent money on that game. I know what the bomb hit. It hit this guy right here, this guy. But like, I was over there, I just killed the two guys in front. I saw this guy coming down the staircase, so I lobbed the bomb right here, as you can see. And he was close enough when it hit the ground. It's a really nice shot. Like, I knew he was there, but I was like, this shot is like, the chances of that shot hitting is very low, and I still hit it, so that was very nice. Sometimes you hit one of those shots where you're just like, yeah, that was good. You know, one of those shots where you are really proud of yourself that you actually nailed it. Isn't Sea of Thieves supposed to be kind of good now? I know it was really bad when it launched, but... Oh, it wasn't bad, it was just there was not really anything to do in the game. But didn't they patch it a lot? It's still bad. Okay. Oh well. I thought I heard something that they actually patched a lot of stuff in. But like, when it launched, there was literally nothing to do in it. Surprise again, I only lost 0.2 there. Like, in this run, every time I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot more time than what I actually do. So I don't know what exactly is going on. Yeah. Yeah, Sea of Thieves, I would imagine it's quite boring if you play it solo. One of those games that's really intended for multiplayer game only. Or with a group of friends. But in a sense, I also kind of hate when people... I don't hate it. But it's also... It's like kind of a weird argument anytime somebody says, oh yeah, but it's fun with friends. Yes. But the argument is also like anything is fun with friends. Like friends make things fun. So, like I get the argument that Sea of Thieves is probably fun with friends, but so is a lot of things. You know.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children, be wise, and they don't get a second hand in the future.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important.
I'm not flaming you for saying that 34, by the way. I just wanted to point it out. Because I do that as well. Sometimes I say, oh yeah, but it's really fun with friends. But when you actually think about it, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, a lot of things is actually fun when you do them with friends. No problem, Ezio. Good luck. If you're de-rusting, then try your best to do a full run. Full runs are the best cure for rust. Yeah, from that point of view, I get it, 34, that you need multiple people to maybe steal the ship. Alright, if we want to turn this run around, need a really good second half here. But we have a lot of time saved on these coming splits. Or pretty much everywhere we can save time here in the second half. Even though the first half of this run was kind of a mixed bag. I think he's asking if you're gonna do it right now. Well, if you're doing it offline, make sure you record it, so you at very least have a video, in case you do a PB.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a shield rock wall just ahead.
Always record your runs, kids. You never know if you get on a really good run.
Who put those there?
No matter how rusty you be.
Right. Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to be throwing mystery.
Because nothing sucks more than getting a PB without having proof of it.
So how are we gonna do that? Oh wait, I forgot. We won't.
You say that, Ezio, but you never know.
Alright, what now?
Many people have said that before, where there's been like, oh, I'm just gonna do run. I'm not gonna PB. And then they actually do, and there's no video. That is a very common mistake in speedrunning. Nice, good skip. Nice. Good skip.
The gate's barred.
We just need a good escape here.
You'll have to find another way.
I see it. They built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. Feels wrong.
Everything here is raw. Just get to the module. Keep moving or you'll die.
Oh!
Keep moving.
Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Are you kidding me?
Keep moving.
Eyes on me, Lars!
Watch out for eclipse.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
That's a really good eclipse face. Yeah, it was. I had a feeling that was gonna gold, because that was really good. Let's go. Alright. Let's get a good ring of metal. What am I talking about? Zero Dawn is what I mean. Good mount spawn now. Yeah, really good Zero Dawn here, and this run can look a lot different than what it has been.
Sunfall.
What else you got?
The Mad King Duran's palace. A bulwark of guard your might against the Howling Forbidden West.
Sounds like a history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
See so many savages
That's what
around
I'm hoping.
Sunfall. Rumor has it they're in.
The Sun. Proud tradition. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment.
If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any sharp by standing out here.
Show us. First time even if it means having to listen to the sun ring.
Balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
I see you've been here before.
Nice.
Now, it's important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed.
I feel like this is gonna be a run,
No
or
distractions. If you
what am I
have
talking about?
to run,
This is a run where,
I won't
depending on how Zero Dawn goes, of course, but it's one of those runs where you realize
I didn't ask.
you don't need a perfect start to get a good run.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you?
Please take a seat and wait for your... Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important...
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. got in through the vents. I can pass them undetected.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place?
Initiating playback.
Alright, time for the exciting part of Speedrun.
Yes. By a machine.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Good shooting.
Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Come on.
Found one.
Let's pick up.
Looks like that part I found upstairs might fit here. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond.
Die. Let's go! Oh my god, that was good. Come on. A little messed up there. Not the most ideal movement there, but whatever. Got stuck a little bit there. Whatever. Nailed the hard skip first try. Not just first try, it was a really good first try on that. Definitely still lost time to other small things there, but that was really good. Alright, let's keep this up. Still a good amount of run left.
I can at least you can ever.
It does.
I
do
you and after I soon in it you're
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this room. Maybe I could use the strength against it.
I'm stuck.
Another hit.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Please hit it, please hit it, please hit it. Okay, he's far behind. Should be good. Okay, thank god. Oh, I was stuck on his legs there for a little bit. I thought that was gonna ruin it. Hey, Charlatan. Alright, let's kill this fucker. Let's get a good kill here.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumpster. Come and get it!
Alright, still made the cycle. So, didn't lose time. I hate when he does that blue electric spinning attack. It's like...
You're... Wait.
Yeah, Charlatan found a pretty big skip in the frozen walls. Or like he found what led to a big skip. Like he found a trick that allowed it to the skip, and then Ozzy found a way to utilize it. It's a very nice Charlatan. It's gonna be interesting to see it once it starts getting done and runs. Exactly, it's you. It's kind of the same thing here with the skip I'm doing right now here at All Mother. You know, Wide Notes found the trick, and you know, then I played around with it and found a way it could save even more time. A lot of things are community effort, and I'm sure more stuff will. I wouldn't even be surprised if more stuff is found with that Frozen Wilds trick. Or, not more stuff, but ways to make it faster. Alright, stand still. Beautiful.
Finish them!
We did it! Aloy did it! For the sacred land.
Where's... well, oh, he's there. Oh, let's go. That was good. That was very good.
Have you pick up what if she Ayla talk?
Hold for. I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped. Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Of course they hated it.
Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Priority approach accessed. Identiscan malfunction rectified. Alluvium lab. Route 1 access unsealed.
Going to be interesting.
Spreads beyond the sacred land.
That's true, Ezio. But that's also because most speedrunners, and I say most speedrunners, realize that one person can only improve a game so much. But a lot more people can push a game even further. Very nice. Really good fun to do. It's not a coincidence that a lot more skips have been found for Horizon speedruns after a lot more people started running it. That is obviously not a coincidence. The more eyes that are on a game, the more likely things are to be found. So that's why it's also very nice to see more new runners. Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch those IGN videos where devs react to speedruns. That's fine, that's here. I'm pretty sure we know what you mean. So we get the gist of it. I do not like that Ravager right there. At least I bumped him. He's still chasing me now. Alright, we're good. He decided to shoot, that's fine. It's not gonna do anything. I had a lot of time to save on Zero Dawn, that's why I was able to turn the run around. I mean, yeah, I know IGN, all their content is not the best in the world, but they have a series where developers react to speedruns, and those are actually pretty fun to watch. I would recommend people watching those. I forgot to do the campfire trick I just noticed. Doesn't matter. Can do without it. Muscle memory is too strong sometimes. Just means we can't split on the split. Yeah, IGN is not really represented in the video at all. It's literally only the devs. Usually it's like 2 or 3 devs that sit together and watch the run, and they commentate over it. There's no like presenter or personality from IGN, which is nice. It's literally just the devs having a friendly talk about the run while they watch it for the first time. Well, I assume it's the first time they watch a speedrun. At least in the ones I've watched of it. The devs had never seen the speedrun prior. Get down, come on. Hey, Kimmy. Where is she? Don't have to kill the long leg. Don't need to kill any of the machines here. Only the humans matter.
Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
Just notes about crafting. And a letter tucked between the pages. Well, I think.
Like I said, I can't split because there was a strat I didn't do. So it would mess up the splits. I'm pretty sure that was very equal to my PB time-wise. So I didn't lose or save any time there, I'm pretty sure. I will know after Gaipran. Tomb Raider speedruns are usually pretty broken. Oh, is there a Cuphead one? I need to watch the Cuphead one. I haven't watched that one. The only dev speedrun videos I've watched is the 2 Crash ones, Crash Bandicoot and Crash Team Racing. And then I watched the Shadow of the Tomb Raider one. I haven't watched anything else. I'll probably take a look if there's newer videos, because they're fun to watch. It would be cool to see one for Horizon. But you know, pretty much most developers these days are aware that speedrunning exists. So I would imagine most people that work on video games look up speedruns of the games they've made, just to see. Like, they do not build their game specifically for speedruns, but like most devs know about speedrunning, so I bet a lot of them look up their own games to see what speedrunners have done to them.
Stalkers in the open.
Maybe not the top devs, you know, the big producer guys, but, you know, just individual developers. I know at the very least, if I was a developer, I would look up speedruns for my own games. I'd probably never make a game specifically for speedrunners, but I would at least look up and see what speedrunners have done to what I have created, or been a part of creating if I was a developer. You know, just like you would with anything, I'm sure developers also like to look up reviews of their own games and people playing their own games, you know, to see how people react to their creations.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
This was a really good climb up the mountain, by the way.
Down.
Not gonna lie, I didn't have that much expectations for this run when we were in the first half of the run. But this has really turned the run around. The second half so far.
Mind your footing.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just like when I started this run and like the first half of the run, my expectation was just kind of like low, I guess. I don't know. And then here in the second half, it's just completely turned it around. It's like, I don't know. It was one of those runs, because, you know, not every run you start, you know, you're really like 100% into when it starts and you're like really mentally there to, you know, focus on every little detail. You know, some runs you just start them and like, okay, I'm just gonna try my best, right? And see what happens. That's like how this run started, and then all of a sudden it just kept getting better and better. Or at least in the second half. The first half was fairly average, I would say, but
Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live strong enough to hear them.
But this is a very good example of you don't need a perfect start to have a good run. Sometimes we speedrunners tend to focus way too much on having a good start to a run. When the start of the run usually only is 10% of the run or something like that. So, like, of course you want a good start. Like, everybody wants a good start, but, you know, the run doesn't get the perfect start, and it's just an okay start, you know. That's fine. I mean, you're probably gonna lose the same amount of time later as well. I mean, there's always that mentality in speedrunning that losing 2 seconds in the beginning of the run feels a lot worse than, you know, losing 10 seconds in the latter part of the run. Nice.
When I opened the
Nice.
hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was no
Unlocked out of core control. Alpha clearance
The
overridden.
alphas were
Yeah, sorry, I dropped some frames doing Gaia Prime. My bad.
Alpha personnel.
But like, sometimes you just see those speedrunners where they focus way too much on having the perfect start and they never actually end up getting runs going. Hey, Crashy. I know I can't really do anything about frame drops. I just say sorry for them. I mean, because that's the only thing I can do is apologize, I guess. I accidentally ran there. When you run there, when you do the running there, Aloy can leap over that table that's right behind Silence instead of talking to him. You're just gonna remember to just run or walk towards him, because then Aloy won't leap like that.
Control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, be right back.
to what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted, we've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes...
Alright, I'm back.
Innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Planting power seed.
Thanks, Seth. Irans, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the stream.
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
This was a really good guy, Prime.
I help because when I know which
So
I take
that. Oh.
Nice. I don't really have anything planned in the near future for that. Gonna do some trophy runs once I get a 155. That's my plan, to redo the old trophy runs. I want to redo that one. Also want to redo a run where I just get the platinum trophy as well. Or not redo it, but do it. That's the only plans I have for that at the moment. Alright, let's get a good late game here.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let him. I'm glad you tell him.
I'll let only.
If I'll
meet
Aaron, take ours. Hey, when we but you would. Is it fine? We will.
I also feel like this run started out so chill. Like, if I was so chill, like, in terms of, like, the run at the beginning. I don't know what the hell was going on. I just feel like this run has come out of nowhere, is what I want to say right now.
Too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
Yep. Only got the first part. Focus on Heelys. That's very bad advice when I'm on the Derval split.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Derval promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's got to be a way to stop it.
Well, this run is good enough to not really need blaze skip, I guess. Whatever, let's just get some good Glinthawks.
I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Oh, the tracks lead inside. Another one of Derval's. This must be where Derval is. Derval did find a way into the palace.
Wish I could be there.
Come on, then.
start. Pretty solid. Last bird could have been a little better, but I'll take it.
Hey, look, you would, bud.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
I, you know, now trying to.
I keep.
No. Hey, it's. I. Well, I.
It's
Hey, please.
heal with it. It will weak.
I'm trying. Perhaps. Yes.
And have.
No.
I don't.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, word, but don't.
I
So other.
Meridian won't fall. The sun set us here.
An army on the.
Bowen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
All right.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out. No! Rally the vanguard.
All right, here we go.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns.
He will cut you down!
Not
Exactly,
this time.
Aloy. Not this time.
You have vexed me hard enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
That. Whoa.
It's giving way.
Not good, not good, not good.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down.
Fucking healers, man. Fuck. Why am I so bad at healers lately? The fuck is going on? He literally moved his head the very last second before I shot there. Whatever.
Where do you need me? Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Or did that not kill him?
I'm ready. Gotta get to another platform.
Very good first half.
But be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Three, 4.
It's taking a shot at me.
Oh shit. That's a little bit scary.
Better move.
I don't think I did that much damage to that Deathbringer. What the fuck is that long leg doing? fucking Stormbird, man. Yeah, it's not a 55. Can still PB. Come down to Hades again. I have a time to redeem myself. Or have a chance to redeem myself. God, that Stormbird was shit. Also, that long leg, what the fuck? He was just jumping back and forth. Like, what the fuck? Never seen that before.
Aloy! Aloy! My own mother, you survived. I thought you...
It loses a lot of time when you're forced to switch platform. As a Stormbird.
But alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that...
Whatever.
Take care of the others, Tab.
I have a chance to redeem myself here. Exact same situation as the other day. I think it was Tuesday.
Have gotten through the defenses. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going.
Dang it.
Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
No, we're about right. Well,
I should stock up. Last chance.
Let's go! Ah! Fucking didn't choke this time. Ah! At least it's a new PB. I know I choked the 155, but whatever, it's a new PB. Let's go, man. And throw it away this time. Ah! Finally! What was it, like a month ago our last PB? Jesus Christ. The drought is over, at least. Fuck yes. Let's go. I know we'll get that 155, but let's just at least we improved. That's so nice. It's gonna be very nice. finally a fucking PB. I feel like it's been so long. Or it has been so long. Ugh. So for those who don't know, just to point it out, I'm pretty sure it was Tuesday. Tuesday, like 2 days ago, I had a similar run where I was like, I think I was a second or two behind after Rich. And you can see I have like 11 seconds to save on Hades. But I choked the fight really hard. And ended up like losing the run by 2 seconds. So this time I did redeem myself and I did not choke it on Hades. Thank God for that. Kugu Kachu and Eirik, thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Let's go. I mean, this run, like I said, I feel like this run just came out of nowhere. What the hell? Like, I was not expecting much when I started this run. I was kind of just, you know... Like I said, I was not really, like, insanely focused or anything. I was just kind of like... pretty chill and kind of, you know, very relaxed when this run started. And I didn't really expect much because it was a fairly average start to the run, you know, and then the second half just got really good, and then, of course, I messed up healers, so it's whatever. And then, you know, but still getting a PB out of this is very nice. Danny Boy, thanks for the follow as well, and Dean, thank you for the 5 bits, really appreciate it. Thank you. Damn. At least it feels really good to get a PB. It might be a small PB, whatever. Just getting the feeling that you improved is so nice. And Kimmy, thanks for gifting us up to Constantine. And Constantine, welcome to the Elk Tribe. Enjoy your emotes. Wow, what was this? This was like the second run of the day. Like, damn. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm gonna beat this run like soon or anything, but it's so nice to at least get a run. Thanks for gifting one to Charlatan as well. Really appreciate it. And enjoy the emote, Charlatan. I know a PB is a PB, that doesn't matter. I'm always happy when I get a PB. Nothing feels better to know that you have improved. I'm always happy to get a PB. But, you know, of course, if healers didn't happen, it would have been a 155, but at this point I don't care. I'm just happy to improve and get a PB. So, that's very nice. And you know, I mean, now that I think about it, now I'm just gonna have a lot of time to save on healers, so I guess that's nice. Oh, man. Oh yeah, and I don't have a really hard early game to go up against. I have time to save an early game now. You'll just eat one less pizza. Fair enough, Kimmy. It is a new world record, and it is a step on the way to the 155. And to be honest, I'm not surprised I got another PB before 155. But whatever. 155 will happen soon. And you know what? I'm so happy to get a PB finally. It feels so good. Especially considering I've choked a lot of good runs lately. Like this past week or two, I've been choking a good amount of runs. So I finally have one that actually made it through. You know, that's really nice. And also, Kimmy, I expect you only gifted 2 subs, so you could get to 69 sub points. I see what you're doing. Don't try to hide it. I appreciate it nonetheless. Don't get me wrong.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now.
I know it hasn't ticked over to 69, but it's gonna change in a sec.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Yeah, it was a very good speedrun.
Thank you.
You know, it was the best speedrun that's ever been done in this category. That's very nice. I'm just so happy I didn't choke that one. Oh my god, finally. Finally a run I didn't throw away. Oh man, GG. GG. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everyone that's saying GG and everything. Really appreciate it. We'll get that 155 soon. It will happen. Oh my god. Thank God I finally got a PB. Woo! GG.